and stuff. All right. So guys, we got a flat tire here on the tractor we got to fix. I don't know, we've struggled with tires and this things over the years, especially these back turf tires. This one actually, it's got some good creasing in it right here, and right there. When it got real cold, we had some snow here. I put the blade on, did some blading in the driveway, hooked a strap to it, and pulled the kids around on the sled even, and didn't have any problems all day. And then parked it, and that night came out, or that next day came out, and that tire there was real low. And this one over here had gone completely flat and came off the bead. Even we had a time, I didn't get it on film, but just sort of spur of the moment, we got that one put back on the bead, wrapped a strap all the way around it and compressed it down. We're able to get the seal back up. That was a week ago, and that thing hasn't hardly leaked down. The fronts, I haven't had too much problem out of them. We put tubes in these, and this one's got a tube in it, but we were riding around the other day. I was smoothing out the driveway up by the house and where we had dug that septic up, smoothing that all out with the blade, and driving around, this one ended up popping the tube somehow. So it's due for a new tire, so we're gonna go ahead and replace it. I'm gonna pull it out of here and put it out here in the driveway because I'm gonna order a tire. These are basically just big lawnmower tires is all they are. And I think these tires are original to this tractor, to tell you the truth. This is about a 1995 model. So these are some old tires. We've gotten every last bit of use out of them. I mean, as you can see, they're pretty badly cracked. So we ended up tubing them, got another year or so out of them with the tube, and now it's popping the tubes. So use it as long as you can, I guess. And I'm not gonna, putting a tube in these things was real aggravating, so I'm not gonna put another tube in it. We'll go ahead and get a new tire. These are 2-plies. I'm gonna go ahead and order me a real similar tire that's a 4-ply, so it'll be a little more robust if we get it out in the field or anything, doing some bush hogging. Those extra plies definitely help when going over sharp objects. Just gives you a little bit more resistance to punctures and cuts. So I'm gonna pull it out here and get it ready to jack it up and pull that tire off. I was actually kind of hoping I'd get lucky and it would pop itself off the bead. Definitely here, it's got quite the leak in it. So I normally wouldn't drive one around flat like that, but again, we're replacing the tire, so not a big deal. I'll get the jack set up and keep going.
Okay guys, I'm just gonna narrate over this section and run it faster. It's just me struggling, having a hard time getting this tire tube out. I should have pulled the tube out first. In hindsight, that would have probably been a lot easier. I ended up partway through just abandoning getting the rim out and reaching in with a razor knife and cutting the tube out. Wasn't my day. I had other things on my mind. Some of those days you just probably need to quit doing what you're doing and go back inside and watch TV or do something else. Just call it a day. This was one of those days, but I fought through it. It wasn't going my way. My pry bar, cheap Pittsburgh pry bars, His tire spoons didn't work that great either, but it got the job done. You probably see maybe that upper or in the right side of the video there's a bucket. Got a baby monitor sitting on that because the baby was asleep. I was trying to sort of mind her, and I don't know if I put a clip in where my daughter pops in or not, but a lot on my mind, trying to sort of juggle many things and just get outside and get a little bit done on this. So you see me sit here and mess around with this thing for a while. It was a struggle, and it shouldn't have been. It was more me not doing tires very often is a big part of that struggle. So hope you enjoy the video. It'll pop through real quick, and then at the end I'll go through showing just how I usually will strap the tires with a nylon strap to compress the center and get the beads to touch. You could probably use ether. That would probably work as good as anything. I think I did have some laying around. That's not how I typically do it. I'd rather use the air, just compress the beads and use the air compressor. So I'll show that at the end if you want to stick around, or if you find amusement watching me struggle with the tire, go ahead and watch. So I hope you enjoy the video. So finally had success. Got the rim out, got the beads cleaned up, got the valve stem put back in it, or the new valve stem. I'm sitting there just comparing the tread patterns of the two tires for the camera. Sitting there using Vaseline, petroleum jelly, whatever you want to call it. It's a good non-harsh lubricant. I use it on O-rings for fuel injectors, or that's where I started doing it years ago, using it on fuel injector O-rings, and I think I bought that tub just for that. And that little tub of Vaseline's, I've just kept it in the toolbox, and it follows me around wherever I've moved, and it's always worked pretty well. This case here, I probably should have had some dish soap and water or something like that. It would have made this go a lot smoother. There's just areas of the tire that probably weren't lubricated to go over that rim. I didn't put enough on the sidewall there to lubricate all the areas. So I still had to pry it down into place, but I fight with it for a while. It finally goes on, so, and it's been holding there no problem. So it worked out in the end. A lot of struggle to get there though. I either need more practice doing tires or need to buy me a little cheap Harbor Freight tire stand. Doing it on the floor is a pain, I will say. I do not plan to do another one on the floor.
All right, got it started here. Just help the strap slip around the tire a little easier. Got the strap bound up right there, actually. Get back over here. Notice this strap is dirty. We had to do this on the tractor already. Bigger straps. Alright, now the rim pretty well trapped. See if she'll take some air. There we go. Nope, I'm not making a tire swing. That bead's on. I'm putting this tire back on this rim. It's not even raining anymore.
That is sprinkling.
Oh yeah.
And I hear little sprinkles on the road. And I'm going to paperwork your umbrella.
Yep. You guys be careful, don't get too much pressure in these things.
He said it gets magically broke.
Alright, well we're not playing the blame game. Go play. And that's one of the little reasons I've been slow about putting videos up. It's just our 1-year-old's mobile. My 5-year-old's busy. My 10-year-old's busy. We're doing a flip house. Got a lot going on lately. It's been a busy time. This tractor's just something I've needed to get back up and going. Alright, she's mostly seated. Throw the air back to it. Get the bead set. And get it back on the tractor. Low on tank air. There it is, it's seated down.